Hello, YouTube friends. As promised, today we are going to go in depth talking about the next maker challenge for Goimagine, and that is themed Spill the Tea. That is due by August 29th, 2025. So if you're seeing this video at a later date, sorry about that, but yeah, these are going to be specifically for the next upcoming challenge, and I hope to put them out with a little bit of notice, about a month's notice at least. But this first one is a little bit less than that. We're probably like about 3 weeks. Yeah, a little over 3 weeks from the challenge, but that still gives you a lot of time. That's definitely, I've done some with a lot less time than that in the past, so it's definitely not down to the, very last second by any means. But yeah, it's one of those things you want to do as much time as you can, of course, to give yourself plenty to think about it, to make sure you're not just rushing through something, of course. So, yeah, as promised, I'm going to start doing these videos just to give you guys some more information and ideas and kind of brainstorming. So that's kind of my whole point of doing this. So spill the tea. Let's talk about spill the tea a little bit, shall we? First of all, here's the Goimagine Facebook group, the official makers group. This is where you're going to find information about the makers challenges as they come up. So, this is really good intel. If you click on the featured section at the top, it'll take you straight to the most important things that they're going to post up on the Facebook group. And this one's pretty important. So this is a post that shows multiple upcoming themes for each month, what's coming up. And obviously I took this screenshot a little bit earlier. Maybe they just still have it on here, but they have some that have already passed on here, and talks a little bit more in detail about the maker challenge, how you get more information. There's a link on there, goimagine.com/maker-challenge, and that's how you would submit your listings, and you need to give them the link to that listing so that they can have that as an official submission. They don't go through and look for things that match that theme or anything like that. It's all up to you to put that information in for them, basically. So scrolling down on that same post, it gives you a lot of information on here. Why should you do the maker challenge? Nice list there. I just made a video and kind of went over this, so I'm not going to go over all those details. But also a prize update. The prizes did recently change, which is really nice. So it is now an option between the winner gets either 3 months of membership credits, or they get a $25 Goimagine gift certificate. And then same thing with the finalist, that is either a 1 month membership credit or a $15 Goimagine gift certificate. So that's really helpful for some people. I know there's some people out there that are like me, and they share about Goimagine a lot, and they have referred a lot of people, and so they might have a lot of free credits already towards their Goimagine membership. And there's also people who are just starting out who aren't paying for a Goimagine membership yet. They're doing the free plan, and so this is a way for them to get an alternative prize that they can actually use. So how do you participate? You create a piece inspired by the theme. You list the item in your Goimagine shop, and then you head over to goimagine.com/maker-challenge for complete details on how to submit. So they ask you to fill in some information, and then you click submit. So it's pretty easy. So yes, and then here's a little bit of information that they provided, basically some pro tips here that are kind of nice. So keep an eye out for the monthly inspiration boards. That helps spark your creativity for each challenge. And then down below here I've got what they have, the description for the spill the tea. Get ready to steep some serious creativity. This month we're celebrating the culture of tea and all the stories it helps us share. We challenge you to brew up your creative interpretation of this theme. Let vintage teapots, modern tea accessories, colorful bubble tea creations, gossip sessions over steaming cups, and the universal language of spilling the tea inspire your imagination. We encourage all makers to steep themselves in this flavorful theme and share their unique take on the world of tea culture. Let's gather around and create something worth talking about. So, they give you some kind of ideas in there as well. So for me, a go-to place to find some information is Pinterest. So I went to Pinterest, started typing in tea stuff, tea bag art, teacup tattoos, just all sorts of interesting things that you can come up with when you're searching, and Pinterest is one that I really like. If you just type the word tea, then it gives you a bunch of things that start with tea, so tea party food, tea party ideas, and then down below you see the spill the tea questions, party, bridal shower, aesthetic, gender reveal. So there's just so many different things that could go along with this theme that I hadn't even thought of, to be completely honest, and something I had not even occurred to me at all. And some more things that I searched, gossip quotes, because spill the tea is like a gossip term. Tea trends. Let's see here, what else was there? Tea party ideas. And this is in Google now, and so I just Googled tea party ideas and got some information and some more kind of buzzwords around that. And then games for tea party ideas, and something I had never even thought of. If you don't really want to create something involving a teapot or a teacup or whatever, there's definitely some things you could create for a party that would fit into that theme as well. So there might be a game that you could create. You might have a printable of a list of gossip related type questions that could be asked at a party. Just so many things just kept coming to mind, as I was going along. And then I did search just spill the tea. Got this AI overview from Google that explains to share or gossip, reveal juicy information, often a sensitive or personal nature. Gives me the meaning, the origin, kind of where it all came from. A lot of, just interesting information if you just want to kind of know more and understand what spill the tea means. Also on Amazon, searched for gift for tea drinker. At the top, they give you a lot of ideas, sampler sets, electric kettles, infusers, storage containers, cups and saucers, so there's so many different things that you could kind of expand on and see a regular product that's out there in the world in Amazon that may not be handmade, but maybe you can make something for that product. Maybe you can make something similar to that product, but, it's got to be handmade, obviously. So, just depending on what you might come up with there. Amazon's a great one. Here's just kind of a list of words that I came up with that involve this theme. Tea towels, tea bags, tea cups, tea pots, tea time, tea cozies, tea bag holders, tea infusers, tea party, teaspoons, and then also just keep in mind you can use these tea type things in patterns, in scents, in flavors. It doesn't necessarily have to be really stringent that it belongs. It's specifically for tea. You know what I mean? So you might have something that just reminds you of a tea party, but it's just nice light scents that might be peach and just whatever kind of flavor you might think of for tea, something like that. So it doesn't have to be super duper tea related necessarily. Another thing to think about for theme ideas is ask friends and family. Find somebody who loves tea, for example, and ask them about what's trendy in tea right now, and you might find something new in there, using Google, using Pinterest, Amazon, searching in Goimagine. And another one that I had just kind of thought of at the last second was craft supplies. So if you looked at Hobby Lobby or Michael's website or something and just search for craft supplies involving tea, you might find a little wooden shaped something or another that is a teacup, and you might think of a way to incorporate that. You might find buttons that have little teacups on them or little teapots on them or something, and then you might think of something that you can make involving that. So you have a craft supply and it kind of makes you think of that, then you can go from there. I didn't see it on my list, but I also saw people were painting with tea, and I've painted with coffee a little bit and used that for a coffee theme in the past. So, that is kind of like tea could be used as like a watercolor painting type thing as well. So the whole point of this is just to brainstorm and think and, go and search for things that are going to catch your eye and that are going to, be something you can incorporate into your products. Everybody's different. Some people might not be able to, do every single one of these. There's just some that if you can't think of anything good and you just feel like, you're just not enthused about it, then don't do it. Don't force yourself, of course. But, if you can think outside the box and you can come up with something, it's definitely worthwhile. It really helps to get your name out there with Goimagine, and the prices are cool as well, obviously. So it's definitely not something to just feel like it's not worth it. I really don't think that's true at all. I definitely think it's worth it. It helps clear creative block, if you just haven't been creating anything new lately. To be honest, since I just moved, I haven't created anything new recently. So that kind of resonates with me pretty well. So you really want to take some time to do this. And like I said in the previous video, you can go through and create things for the next 4 maker challenges all during this summer. Because if you're anything like me, you're going to get to September and you're going to start seeing the increase in sales, and then you're not going to have as much time because you're going to be constantly fulfilling orders and, for me, I make them as I go a lot. So, actually physically making everything and then shipping it out, and all of that takes a lot out of you. So, sometimes the summer is a good time to do some of that stuff. Sometimes it's not. You might be busy during the summer with your crafting, or you might be busy with something else completely. Hopefully everybody's getting to take some nice vacations and do some fun things this summer as well. So hopefully there's that. I wanted to answer a question that I got. I don't want to end this on a downer by any means, but we did lose Shadow. So I know I had Shadow on this channel quite a bit. We did lose him when we were on our way traveling here. Before we started traveling, we found out that he had advanced kidney disease, and he was like 20 years old. He is very old. He looked great for his age, but unfortunately we did lose him. So I just wanted to answer that because it might seem kind of strange that all of a sudden my adorable black cat Shadow is no longer on, any of our videos. So that is really unfortunate, but, it had to happen eventually. He can't, unfortunately, live forever. We may get another pet at some point, but we're just not ready for that quite yet. So, yeah, that's what's happening with that. Sorry to add on a negative note. I just want to thank everyone for watching my videos, and I hope I can get some more out for you really soon. I will start looking at the other themes and start putting together some more videos for that. This one honestly didn't spark my creative mind as much as I wanted it to, but hopefully I could come up with some more exciting and fun things when it comes to some of the other ones, and really get out of my comfort zone. If I had more time and was more prepared, I might go into a tea store and film a little bit if I could get away with it, showing what they have there and that kind of thing, just to gather more ideas. But I think this was a lot of information all in one video, so hopefully it was helpful to someone, at least some of you. And yeah, please stay tuned for more. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, if it helped you in any way, and make sure to subscribe to see more content like this coming up very soon. Thank you.